Mr. Nell, what seems to be the start of the trial today, is it going ahead?
Well, it's a significant moment, isn't it, for the trial to start after all these years. I have with me Zayanna, Agzama and Nomalanga. It's time for them to get closure. I think this is the first step in a long while for them to get closure. I sincerely hope we start with the trial today. In these kind of trials, there's always some kind of issue on the first day. So I expect some kind of applications, but then certainly I hope we'll be able to start. I think it's our time. I think we owe it to the family to start this.
Mr. Nell, are you confident that these men that are standing trial today are indeed the ones that have killed Senzo Meyiwa, and we know that we are still adamant that there is a mastermind behind this?
You're 100% correct. I've had this question 100 times in the last week or so. On what I've seen and the briefings I had from the South African Police Service, I'm convinced that we have the correct people before court, but I would have expected more arrests. I would have expected other people to be with them, because I've said all along that I don't believe that this is a robbery that went wrong. It's something more than that. And if I say that, and if that is true, one would have expected other people to be here. But having said that, we have people before court. That's a strategy of the prosecution service. I hope we can just start and get this done.
Do you think you would have actually ever gotten to this point if if the family hadn't approached you to try and push the NPA to get this matter in the court?
Madam, you want me to say yes, and so you want me to say no, but certainly let me just say that I think when we got involved and there was a new team of investigators appointed, that's when it started to go right, and that's when lots of new information, breakthroughs came about, and I do think that we played a role in having this matter on trial today.
Just how far are these investigations into the mastermind?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, the police know who it is. The police have finalized the investigations. They're still busy with it, I think, here and there. But as far as I'm concerned, the police have a very good idea on who the mastermind is. And I'm sure that if the mastermind is not added to the indictment, that there'll be other indictments in future.
Mr. Advocate, sorry. Do you know if any of the people who were in the house will testify in this matter?
You see, I don't know. The prosecutor will decide, but I think what one should know is the judge don't know what happened here. The court has no idea what happened, so the state will have to paint a picture of what happened and what led to the arrest of the people. So certainly I would expect the state to lead evidence to indicate what happened on the day.
Advocate, now you talk about applications that are likely to be brought. Are we talking about the special plea that we're expecting to be brought before this court, in which we understand that some of the murder accused will basically argue in this court that they have nothing to do with the death of Senzo Meyiwa? Number two, on the aspect of Senzo Meyiwa. Senzo Meyiwa has told the SABC that he is being threatened, that he essentially received correspondence from police. They're investigating him for alleged corruption, and he says this is pertaining to what he developed or knows about the case.
Let me answer the first question first. What was the first question again?
Relating to the special plea. Are we expecting that application?
I don't understand the special plea. I don't expect a special plea. Just think for yourself. If you say I'm not guilty, let us go to court. Let it allow us the opportunity to test the state's case, allow us the opportunity to develop our own case, and to indicate to the court that we're not guilty. As far as the Senzo is concerned, please excuse me, he's not a client of mine. He used to be a client of mine. I haven't had any consultation with him, and I would prefer not to give you what I think about that.
Mr. Nell, just from our side, we do know that you've just mentioned the issue of Senzo being your client. He was your client. What is the situation now? We know that it seems that they are sitting on opposite sides of the fence, some feeling that the mastermind, that these 5 men are not the ones that have killed Senzo, the others still believing that they definitely are. Is it part of your work that what you do to actually educate the family as to how we are going within the proceedings in this trial?
Indeed. the long delay and all the unfulfilled promises made by senior policemen and politicians alike created the fertile ground for conspiracies to grow, to start growing, and that led to a rift in the family, a split in the family, which is very unfortunate. But certainly I've explained to my clients my view of what I've seen, and that's all one can do. One can look at the evidence and we can then develop your view. I've explained to my clients, and that's what we're here for. That is mainly what we will be doing going through the trial, is to explain the significance of all the evidence, of all the witnesses to the family so that they understand. And certainly, if there's some new developments, we will deal with that with the family as well.
One of the family
as long as you understand that they're going through a very difficult time.
That's right.
They indicated to me in my office this morning that they would really not want to, but we've convinced them if we can get Nomalanga, just to say a few words, but please understand that they're going through a difficult time.
Yeah.
This is Nomalanga.
Good morning to you. How does it feel for you as a family? If you could please stand here, thank you. How does it feel this morning that the trial is about to start for you as a family, 8 years after Senzo was killed?
Ngicabanga ukuthi it's a relief to us as a family ukuthi namhlanje iqala zokuqala ukuthethwa, so we are hoping ukuthi uma singena la ngaphakathi sizokwazi ukuthi kahle kahle kwenzakalani. So that's ikone sibe sikufisa ukwazi njengamanje ukuthi uma singena la ngaphakathi sizothola iqiniso, but to us as a family it's a relief. We are hoping ukuthi sizokwazi ukuthi kwenzakalani.
Sabonga Nomalanga Meyiwa there, Holly, just giving us details of how the family is currently feeling. And as you heard there from Nomalanga saying that, they are hoping that things will work better for them, that they'll get an understanding as to what exactly happened in this particular case and with this murder from 2014. They are feeling some kind of relief as well. Nomalanga Meyiwa saying there that, but they are really hoping that they are able to get some kind of closure, of course, as a family. And this